In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 9, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Miami Marlins versus Philadelphia Phillies. The Miami Marlins will be looking to bounce back from a previous series loss by ruining the Philadelphia Phillies' 5-game winning streak on Tuesday. They stumbled in their 3-game road meeting against the Chicago Cubs, while the Phillies clobbered the visiting Washington Nationals. Left-handed pitcher Braxton Garrett is slated to start on the mound opposite of Phillies ace Zack Wheeler. Miami is 0-6 in their last 6 division games and 18-46 in their last 64 series opening games, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 Tuesday games. Philadelphia is 5-0 in their last 5 home games and 19-7 in their last 26 division games, while the over is 4-0-1 in their last 5 series opening games. There is a reason why the Philadelphia Phillies are better all around and should dominate in this game as well. Braxton Garrett is 2-3 with a 4.23 road earned run average in 7 starts, while Zack Wheeler is 5-2 with a 1.58 home earned run average in his 10 starts at Citizens Bank Park this season. These offenses are not in the same stratosphere in terms of scoring runs, as Philadelphia is scoring 6 runs per game in their last 13 games, while Miami is averaging 2.31 runs per game in their previous 13 games. The Phillies have defeated the Marlins in each of the last 4 games against one another. I get the reasoning for being on the Marlins as a big underdog, but the problem is that the fish can't score if their lives depended on it right now, and while backing the Phillies long-term hasn't been a profitable mindset, the reality is they're back to swinging a hot stick right now, and that's far more than we can say for the Marlins at the moment. Zack Wheeler will have revenge on the brain for this meeting, so the Philadelphia Phillies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Marlins have scored a combined 2 runs in their last 4 head-to-head meetings with the Phillies. They're getting shut down in these matchups, and I wouldn't bank on that changing with the Phillies starting their ace, Zack Wheeler, for this game. The star righty got cracked when he met the Marlins back in April, but that game wasn't at home at Citizens Bank Park. It was also long before he started hitting his stride and terrorizing opposing teams. The Marlins are only averaging 1.33 runs in their last 3 games. That won't cut it with Wheeler on the mound. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays face the Baltimore Orioles, with both teams looking to build off strong seasons in the American League East Division. The Blue Jays have a 60-49 record, which is 3rd best in the American League, while the Orioles have a 57-52 record and have won 7 of their last 10 games. For the upcoming game, the Blue Jays will turn to Alek Manoah as their starting pitcher, while the Orioles will turn to Kyle Bradish, who looks to build off of 2 starts where he's only allowed 3 runs. The Blue Jays are 4-1 in their last 5 Tuesday games and 13-6 in their last 19 overall. The Orioles are 4-0 in their last 4 Tuesday games and 22-8 in their last 30 overall. The over is 4-1 in Blue Jays' last 5 overall. The over is 5-1 in Orioles' last 7 overall. The Blue Jays are 12-4 in the last 16 meetings in Baltimore and 35-16 in the last 51 meetings. This is going to be a great game between 2 teams eager to improve in the division and the playoff race. The Blue Jays have been the better team all season, but the Orioles have played great across the board in recent months and look to overwhelm the Blue Jays both in the field and at the plate. The Orioles look to build off a 7-run game and constantly drive in runs, with Adley Rutschman, Anthony Santander, and the rest of the batting order making hard contact and powering the ball against Alek Manoah and the rest of the Blue Jays pitchers. The Orioles should also limit the Blue Jays lineup, with Kyle Bradish building off of 2 starts where he only allowed 3 runs and pitching multiple strong innings to hand the ball over to the bullpen with a comfortable lead. The Toronto Blue Jays are going to be favored because Alek Manoah is on the mound, one of the better pitchers in the league this season and somebody who has had success against the Orioles. Kyle Bradish has been on the struggle bus this season, and he's been terrible at home, with a 6.75 earned run average and .333 allowed batting average. With that said, The Orioles have been disrespected by oddsmakers all year, and all they've done is win games. It's hard to turn down plus money with this team that just finds ways to win. So the Baltimore Orioles money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have been carried by their lineups, and the upcoming game should reflect that with both the Orioles and Blue Jays driving in runs from the first inning onward. The Blue Jays, who average 4.81 runs per game, should play base runners with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Kirk, and the rest of the batting order making hard contact against Kyle Bradish and the rest of the Orioles pitchers. The Orioles, who have averaged 4.59 runs per game since July, should run up the score with Adley Rutschman, Anthony Santander, Austin Hayes, and the rest of the lineup swinging for the fences and powering the ball against the Blue Jays pitchers to constantly circle the bases. Toronto has seen the overhit in 56 of their 108 games this season, with one push. Entering Monday's action, the Blue Jays are third in runs per game with 4.81 runs per contest, though that number climbs slightly to 4.91 runs per game on the road this season. That is fourth in the majors when it comes to run production on the road. Toronto's average total this season is 9.03 runs per game, and that number slips to 8.95 runs per game on the road. Baltimore has seen the under post a 53 to 49 to 6 mark on the season entering Monday's action. The Orioles are 20th with an average of 4.20 runs per game. That number slips slightly at an average of 4.19 runs per game at home on the season. Baltimore's season average total of 8.37 runs per game this year, a number that slumps to 7.96 runs a game at home. The Orioles have done a decent job keeping opposing teams in check, but the fact remains that the Blue Jays are a dangerous offensive team. With Bradish struggling, this game winds up over the total. This will be a high-scoring game controlled by both lineups. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus Boston Red Sox. On Tuesday, the Atlanta Braves are in Beantown to start a short two-game interleague series at Fenway Park against the Boston Red Sox. Atlanta was defeated by the New York Mets 5-2 on Sunday, and the Braves lost 4 out of 5 to the Mets in a 5-game series in the Big Apple. Atlanta has lost 3 straight in 5 of its last 6. The Braves remain in second place in the National League East at 64-46, but have fallen to 6 half games behind the front-running Mets. Atlanta has 4 pitchers as well as position players Ozzie Albies, Adam Duvall, Mike Ford, and Manny Pina on its injury list. Boston lost its second straight win, falling to the Kansas City Royals 13-5 on Sunday in the final game of a 4-game series with the Royals, in which the Red Sox lost 3. Boston has lost 4 of the last 5. The Red Sox are last in the American League East at 54-56. Which is 3 games behind the 4th-place Baltimore Orioles and 16 half games behind the front-running New York Yankees. Boston has 7 pitchers on its injury list as well as position players Kiki Hernandez, Robert Snyder, and Trevor Story. The Braves are 4-0 in the last 4 after an off day and 5-1 in their last 6 interleague games. Atlanta is 8-3 in the last 11 in Game 1 of a series. Meanwhile, the Sox are 7-2 in their last 9 after an off day and 54-23 in their last 77 versus the National League East. Boston is 95-46 in their last 141 interleague games. Atlanta has won 5 of the last 6 games played at Fenway Park against Boston. The Braves have won 5 out of their last 6 when playing in an interleague matchup. Boston has struggled of late, losing 4 out of the last 5, and struggles against interleague opponents with a winning record, losing 10 of the last of 13. Atlanta Braves starter Charlie Morton is coming off a strong outing in which the right-hander allowed 3 hits and no runs with 8 strikeouts and 1 walk in 6 2/3 innings. Boston starting pitcher Rich Hill has been knocked around in each of the last 2 starts, allowing 9 hits and 7 runs in only 7 2/3 innings, and Boston lost each of the 2 games. Morton has 2 good starts in his last 3 outings. The lone dud was 4 earned on 6 hits and 2 walks and 5 frames during a loss to Philadelphia. Otherwise, he's posted 0 earned in 12.2 innings across the other pair. As for Hill, he's given up 7 earned on 9 hits and 4 walks in 7.2 innings over his last 2 starts. I like Hill to take a step forward here, but it's probably still Atlanta's advantage. So the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. The Atlanta Braves have the 3rd best slugging percentage and have scored the 4th most runs in baseball. The total has finished over in 9 of the last 11 games that Atlanta has played on the road and in 7 of the last 10 games that Atlanta has played following a day off. The total has finished over in 15 of the last 21 games between Atlanta and Boston, and in 5 of the last 7 in which the 2 teams played at Fenway Park. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.